It's our month.
So, you nervous?
I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I'm nervous about I'm not nervous to be married like we said. I'm just nervous about the day. About reading the vows. That's like my biggest issue. I'm not like a very, you already know, I'm not like a,
Can I cut this light off right
Yeah.
for you?
done. I'm not a expressive person, I am, I can be, I speak my mind, but as far as my personal feelings in life, I already have a hard time doing that with you. It takes a second to get things out of me. But to express it, obviously we're shouting to the world, yeah, we're getting married. That's not the problem. But some things, I do feel should be personal. Our vows. I want to say, everybody knows our story. Everybody knows I love you, how much I love you. The fact that I'm getting married to you is yes, through sickness and through health, period. So, yes, I do feel like we do need to say them to each other. But I think saying them to everybody is I
feel
know.
like
I know it's personal and it's nice.
here's how I feel about that, right? Because the whole wedding to me is nobody has ever seen us the way they're about to see us at the wedding. It's our coming out party in our relationship.
Mad people have seen us like that.
But,
all of our friends.
But I'm talking about the grand scheme of all of our family.
Yeah, of course.
They haven't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
the wedding. My family has. Kinda.
No way.
They know the vibes.
Maybe your cousins, but I'm talking about your aunts, your uncles, your dad. No, they have not seen us in in love.
That's not true.
That's true, but in love compared to our friends, they haven't seen us in love. And my family too. We haven't.
Yeah, I mean it's because we're not around
Yeah, but I'm saying
we live in California.
Our wedding is the moment to display that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I feel like the easy way is we repeat vows.
Yeah.
The hard way, and I think the real way, should be writing our own vows, because
I want to write our own vows. I just wanted to say them to each other rather than to everybody.
Well, because we've never been like that in front of our families, our wedding is the only way the only chance to be that way and have it be justified. You know what I'm saying? Your father, your parent, your uncles, your whatever, my uncles and stuff, they've never seen us be that vulnerable to each other.
But why do they need to?
Because it's our wedding and
yeah.
we're in love.
No, I get that, and we are in love. But
and it's important for them to know that my love for you means this much, right? Because I'm taking you into my life, into my family, forever, right?
Right.
So I need them to trust it.
But I know they do trust it, and I know they already know. They know me. They know I would never get with somebody who wasn't it. Period. And I've been with you forever.
Yeah, it's not about who you chose.
I know.
Though.
They know. Okay.
It don't make sense that Taste Cup of Joe don't have written vows. It don't make sense.
Oh my gosh. I just want to be up there nervous or crying or whatever and have to say my vows.
Keep it short.
I am going to keep it short. I want it under a minute. People be like it should be 1 to 2 minutes. I want it 45 seconds. You're going to keep it short, right? But then is that stupid to keep it short? Is that a bad look,
We can repeat vows. And
What's
we can
that
do
mean?
personal vows.
What do you mean?
We can repeat.
No, because I know you don't want to do that, and I don't want you to regret
I
that.
do want to do that. I really just feel like sometimes the hard way is the best way. And the hardest way, and the most difficult way, is the written vows. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That it's the hardest way. Are we running away from it?
No, I don't think it's about running away. I think it's what makes you comfortable. It's our wedding. It's nobody else's wedding. It's up to us ultimately what we want to do. And like I said, you might see it that way, and I get it because yeah, you know me. My thing is being like expressive is a little hard for me, as we know, publicly especially. And again, even when it comes to, you gotta tilt it, my love.
Yeah.
When it comes to, yeah, when it comes to us, I'm very personal. Anyways, like I don't talk about our business, like whatever. Maybe it's one of my family traits that got passed down.
Yeah.
Whatever. But because I honestly don't even know anybody in my family who's done their own vows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Everybody
I'm thinking, like I know Morgan didn't. I don't think my aunt did. I went to my Uncle Roberts. My parents, I don't know
What
what
about your
I
auntie,
Donna?
Auntie
I
Donna?
don't know. I wasn't alive.
They
when she
seem
was
like the
married.
type that wrote their own vows.
I don't know. I don't know if it was even different back then though too. You know where it was like norm to repeat vows. Where now everything is extra. You gotta say your vows. You gotta freaking have a dance for when you're walking into the reception. Like I was talking to my mom today about the reception. She was like, "What do you mean? You gotta figure out the reception song. You guys just walk hand in hand and walk in." And I'm like, "Well, we're gonna do bridesmaids and groomsmen." She's like, "What? You're not gonna do like the bride, like the partners together and just walk in?" And I was like, "No." But I'm thinking like, you know, that's obviously one of these newer like extra things that.
Which we don't 100% have to follow though.
No, of course. We don't
Yeah.
have to do it the new way. We don't have to do it the old way. Like I told my mom certain songs we were doing, and she was like, "Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's not like. Oh, you're not doing like the song that I want to do for my father-daughter song." She's like, "Oh, the words like they're not father-daughter." I'm like, I get that, but I'm like, we were looking for different songs. I'm like, these just don't hit. Like I don't care if they're like, "Your daddy, I love you." Like I don't want that. I want it to be a song that reminds me of my dad from my childhood. Like in that song, and that's his favorite song. Period. Like, so I feel like that's a little out the norm. Even I don't know. I'm like, even the songs we're walking to the ceremony and are so out the norm. Like,
Yeah.
or the processional, I should say, like all that, and yeah, the ceremony. So it's like, you know, I want it to be what we want.
You know,
I'm not worried about what is supposed to be done or what, like, cause I want to do it and I don't want to do it for nobody else. Like, if I did that, I'd be coming into dun 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 dun. Picture me coming into that. Don't that sound kind of dumb?
It don't. I'm not
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna
gosh,
lie. I'm not gonna
no.
lie. I feel like when it comes to weddings, tradition is nice.
It's nice, but it's
Yeah.
not everything.
Because I feel like.
we can twist tradition so it's personal. We want it to be for us.
Yeah, but I feel like tradition is wedding period.
Tradition is basic too.
Yeah, tradition is having a wedding period, especially the kind of wedding we're having. That's tradition. That's beautiful.
So you think I
So
should
like-
come into
No, I don't think.
dun, dun,
No, I don't think you should come in with it. I just think I wouldn't have found it a problem if you did. You know what I'm saying? It's cool that you want to do something differently, but I'm just saying like I would have never said, "Ew, you're coming on to dun 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 dun."
I
You know
wouldn't
what I'm
say
saying?
ew
Like,
either. Of course not. But I'm just saying for how it feels in my heart. Like, I feel like it just isn't like hitting for me.
yeah, you're just more in tune with weddings.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Where me, I'm just
You
kind
would have
of.
took it the whatever route.
No, I would have just.
the regular route.
I just didn't think there was so much to a wedding.
But there is.
I
Think
know.
about planning
I
a
know there
birthday.
is.
Think about me planning my parties. Like that's a party. Never mind a wedding.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot that goes into it to make it what it is, and it seems effortless, or it might sound like, okay, this is easy, this is basic, but you gotta figure things out.
Yeah.
And then if you want to be so traditional, then repeating vows is very traditional. Writing your own vows is the new thing. That's what the girl was even saying on our thing. She's like, that's why people like now they get books for it. Like people wasn't purchasing vow books before.
But I feel like
to write
even
their
like
vows.
I ain't gonna lie, the most I've seen weddings is on TV, right? Let's keep it 1,000. And I feel like personal vows or written vows is very normal on TV. People always stand there like and they give their hearts, their love.
Remember that
story.
time in high school?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to do that though.
No, I'm
That's
just saying
too
like
much.
that seems regular to me.
Yeah.
You know, so. Alright, so tell me what else. What are you nervous about?
That's it. You know me, I'm nervous about the fact that I'm not there helping set up. Not
You're
that I
nervous
want to
about
help
that?
set up, but I don't want to walk in and be like, this should have been here. I wanted this to look like this. I don't like how this looks. Like, that's me because that's how I am. I like to be a little more in control,
Okay.
especially in my own wedding. So I think knowing that it's in the hands of everybody but me, like I gotta walk in and see it, I'm like, that makes me nervous.
I want to make sure that when I'm at our wedding, that I'm
Enjoying
myself
Yeah.
over
everybody else.
Yes.
So one thing that I've seen that people say, you know how, I don't know if you've seen this, you probably haven't because you're not on the wedding TikTok like me, but they say, some people will be like, oh, go around table to table and get your pictures in. But that just sounds like it takes so long. Everybody, you go to the table, somebody's going to want to stop and be like, oh, come get another picture with me. No. And everybody says stick together. Like, naturally, we're going to be pulled apart.
No, we have to stick together.
I know, of course. But naturally, we might be pulled apart here and there. Just naturally. Like, you might want to go to your mom.
Okay.
You might want to go to their table. You know what I mean? I'm going to want to go to mine. Do we want to always do it together?
I want to do it together.
I want to do it together too, but I'm saying, say your cousins and all that want to talk to you or something, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go travel for a second.
I feel like we should try to stick together as much as possible, because one thing I realized about our engagement party is that
we weren't together
and at all.
I didn't eat.
And now it's
I was
me
starving.
either. And the food was great.
Bob. Well, I had a little bit, but I wasn't full.
I put my plate down
and it was
for a second, and I came back and it was gone.
Yeah, they were cleaning up.
But that's one thing that during the engagement party, I'm like, damn, I wish like
we had more together time. That's because everybody wanted to stop us, take pictures with us, talk to us.
And it's gonna be our wedding.
I know.
So
and there's people we haven't
even seen. And there's gonna be family that you haven't even met
yet. You too.
Yeah, for sure.
You've met most of my family though.
Yeah, you have not.
Because everybody's in New York for you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You haven't met most of my family.
Yeah.
And actually,
they're gonna want to talk
you
to
have
us.
met most of my family. But there's gonna be some family
that I haven't.
Yeah. And it's important for me that you're with me while I'm talking to them, and
What's very important to me is that when it's dance time, we enjoy that. We dance. We are vibing. We need to have a good time at the wedding, because a lot of people say it just flies right by. I mean, obviously it's gonna fly by. It's one day, so I want to make sure we milk it for us. Like, it's gonna be hard in the beginning, and how do we deny pictures on your wedding?
Yeah, you can't deny pictures. I don't want nobody to be like, yo, where's this? What's it? I don't want to be the person, host. I don't want to be the host.
Yeah, we're not the host.
Yeah,
we're not.
I know, and I don't want to be.
Don't ask me where the bathroom's at.
Exactly.
We'll figure it the freak out.
Yeah, I don't want to be the host for nothing.
Baby.
I want to be like, yo, ask one of the people working.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? I'm actually for nothing.
Ask somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
I don't know. Like,
I'm new here. This is my first time too.
I don't even know, but yo, fun party, right? Bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
want to make sure, we have a lot of things like the photo booth, the spin cam, whatever.
I want to do them all.
Of course, and I want to make sure we do them all. I want us to enjoy it, like we're seeing it for the first time, just like they're seeing it for the first time. We're not.
Yeah.
It's all an experience for us as well.
Cam.
I know. Yeah, we're gonna have to dance. We're gonna be lit. It's not a problem. And you know what they say is like, I mean, I notice when I work weddings too. If I do work at the bar or whatever, that most of the time the brides and the grooms don't come up themselves. They get like everybody.
I want
to go to the bar, say hello. Can I get Taste Cup? Because if you guys didn't know, our signature drinks are Taste Cup and Joe's Cup.
Yep.
Period. So I want to go there and I'm gonna get Taste Cup and you're probably gonna get Joe's Cup.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I'm probably gonna get Taste Cup. I'm not gonna lie. Especially if I'm gonna be drinking like that, I'm probably gonna get a Taste Cup.
Yeah, you should.
You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely not Joe's Cup.
I'm a Tito's Splash of Soda. We're keeping it real clean, classy.
Mine was a tequila pineapple, which is Joe's old cup.
Yeah.
Now that I'm marrying Tay,
he adapted my ways.
And I like Taste Cup. You feel me? Which is why I'm marrying her. You feel me?
It's a good cup.
Yeah, it's a good cup.
It's juicy.
It's a good. Mm-hmm.
So besides that, I just want to be totally in the experience.
Yeah.
I don't want to be neglected because I need somebody to go get my drinks for me, or I need people to go do this. Like, I want to do it.
Yeah, I actually want to.
I'm capable. We're good.
I want to go grab my own slice of pizza.
Yeah.
I want to get my own.
You don't even get my food. Yeah, I'm good. I wanna feel the vibes. I'm good.
Yeah, for sure. So, I want to go outside and get
ice cream.
Yeah, exactly.
Me
exactly.
too. And I plan on it.
For sure.
I'm here to enjoy this.
For sure.
So, with that being said, I want to make sure we also have enough time, for open dance. I got to figure out the timeline. That's another thing. But what about you? What are you nervous about?
I'm nervous about. The thing that I'm most nervous about is, of course, I feel the pressure of performing,
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Of just like, it almost feels like my biggest fear back in the day used to be public speaking.
Yeah, I remember
You know,
that.
and I actually like now that I'm on YouTube or like every day, multiple videos a day type stuff. Like, I don't feel that fear of public speaking, but the fear of the ceremony that day or in the reception
Oh
that
my
day.
gosh, yeah.
Feels like the fear I used to have for public speaking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It does. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, it does.
It's pressure.
Yeah, it feels like that for sure. But I think, you know, I'm older now and I can handle that. That's fine.
Yeah, it's
And
like-
at the end of the day, this is
yeah.
our family.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's not like performing to people I don't know. The other thing that I'm very nervous about, and I have been nervous about since I proposed to you, right? And it's more now, is just like just being a responsible father, family man. Like that responsibility has just become way more real,
Yeah.
right? Like it's become like, okay, like in a year or two you're gonna be a father, right? And there's no messing around. Like I cut myself slack for a lot of things that I probably should be doing, right? So I feel like there's so many changes that I know that I have to make within myself in order to live the life that I really want to live with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. It's not a good
No.
thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just
It's
just
is.
reality. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And it's like I know that within myself, and it's good that I know that. But it's also like, alright, so am I gonna be the kind of person that knows that and doesn't take that action, or am I gonna be the person that takes that action? And I know I'm gonna be the person that take that action, but the steps in order to take that action is gonna be a very difficult one.
What do you
And
mean?
I just know that I have a lot of work to do.
I do too, though. We both do.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fine if you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? But I just take the pressure very serious.
Yes,
You know
and
what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate that you do, and I appreciate that you're worried about, family and making sure
And it's
everything
being
is
like
like
a
perfect.
great
you know?
husband for you.
I think you've been my boyfriend for so many years. We've been together for so many years. Nothing's changing in the sense of how you are as a man to me. Like, you're already great to me. I wouldn't be marrying you if you weren't. You know what I mean? Like, we are solid. And I do think you're gonna be a great husband. Literally, all that shading is from boyfriend to husband, fiance to husband. I know there's more changing. I know.
It's easy to say that, but in reality, it's not.
Yeah, but I don't
Like-
think you need to put that much pressure on it. Like,
Yeah, I feel you.
I get it when it comes to maybe the father thing, and we're never
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
ready
okay.
for that. That's gonna be me as a
You're
mom.
right,
We ain't
yeah.
never been parents. We're gonna
Yeah.
figure it out as we go. It is what it is. What can you do? You can't do much but figure it the freak out while it's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
We can read books, we can study, we can watch videos, and prepare ourselves a little bit. But when you're in it, that's when things are gonna be what they are, and that's how you're gonna figure it out, by being in it. So with that, it's like, what? Don't stress that. You're gonna be a great father. You're gonna be a great husband. I'm not worried about you being a father. Like, you're gonna love your child. I think more than
No,
anything.
I'm gonna be the best father.
I know that,
Alright.
and I'm gonna be the best mother. Like, I'm not worried about it. I know how to be a woman, a lady, and I'm sure I'll know how to be a mom. Like, we're gonna figure it out. We always do. The only worry is, things are gonna become financially crazy. Like, especially if we're in California, forget the freak it, because we gotta figure it out. Not even figured out now. We got it. Under control in a sense, but life is getting crazier. Inflation is a problem. We need a house. We wanted this. That's gonna be its own struggle. That's never not gonna be a struggle for anybody. That's always a step.
Yeah.
But once we figure it out, we're gonna be like, we did that, because we are gonna do that. So don't put too much pressure. We're gonna figure it out as we go. There's nothing really we can do besides prepare, and we will. But we're gonna do what we can, to put ourselves in the best positions financially, emotionally, whatever, before we do that. We're smart. We ain't new to this. Okay? We are new to this, but we're not.
Yeah.
Don't stress. I'm not stressed. We'll take it as we go. You know me, I'm a very anyways. I mean, I'm a little uptight, but I feel like I'm not like a future warrior.
You are.
I can be.
You are.
But I'm not like I feel like my stresses and anxiety comes from like what's happening now. Like even like the wedding. Like that's because we're in the process now. Like
I think
I don't know.
I think a lot of my future worries comes from like yeah, I'm worried about like having a family and stuff like that in the future. But I feel like a lot of the times it's like I'm my own boss, right?
Yes.
Like, and that's it's a great thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it like it's kind of scary when when you think like, okay, when you have a son or when you have a daughter and you have a family, you have a wife in the house, you're your own boss. That job security really depends on you, right?
Well, you know, be making money.
Yeah, of course. I'm not the type to go and try to rely on you.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like.
You think I rely on you?
No. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like, I'm never counting your finances to make sure that I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been a thing, right? Like, I'm never counting your money to be like,
of course.
Okay, like, if something happens to me in 2 years, like if YouTube shuts down, like. At least Taylor got it. Like I'm never thinking like that. You feel me?
Yeah, no.
I'm thinking
I
like
don't think like that either, though.
Yeah.
For you.
No, I know
like,
you don't.
I know I need my own money.
Yeah.
And I need my own money.
Yeah. So like I'm never like so I just think like like I just gotta think a little bit smarter, to make sure that like what I'm doing, what I've built, and what me and my friends have built, right, last 20, 25 years fuck it, forever, right?
Yeah,
like, cause my kids are gonna need that, right? Mm-hmm. My wife, not my wife, my family's gonna need that, like.
Well, your wife might need it too.
So like that's the kind of like pressure that like I put on myself and that I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about more.
Yeah.
More that this wedding is like.
Real. It's here.
Yeah.
It's literally here.
Yeah, so
it's crazy.
Yeah, man.
We got this.
Yeah.
We got this. Wedding is step 1 of 1,000, and this is just the next chapter into like. I feel like we're entering like an amazing phase era. I'm gonna miss my bridal era, okay? But we're entering like something that nobody we really know. I mean, yeah, we know family, of course, but of our friends and stuff, we're the first, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
Like it's crazy.
It's crazy because I was actually having this conversation with my friends the other day.
All of them?
One of them.
Who?
And it was Robbie.
Oh, okay.
And we did this video, right?
Uh-huh.
We had to do like this thing, right? It was like this or that, right? Mm-hmm. And it was supposed to be meant for video games, right? You choose Mario, Luigi, or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. And our friend Jason was the one that's in the back of the camera screaming this or that, right? Mm-hmm. And then at the end, I gave him a list of things to say, right? Mm-hmm. And at the end, he threw one of his own. And he's like, your girl or your mom? And everybody goes to their mom. And I'm in the middle, I'm like,
You mean everybody? I thought it was just you and Robbie.
No, like, I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
Because this is everybody that was on RTTV, we was doing the whole list.
Okay.
Everybody go to their mom, right? I'm in the middle, I'm like, I'm getting married, like, and y'all out there might think like this is crazy, but like, even like the church will tell you that.
Yeah, after having that conversation with the priest.
Yeah.
We had a conversation with the priest because we were gonna get married in church, but that's another story. That put a lot in perspective.
Yeah, it's like,
it makes sense.
When you're husband and wife, like, y'all supposed to be number one to each other. As much as you love your mom and your dad, even like in religious upbringings, that's a true statement, right? Mm-hmm. Like your other half, y'all supposed to be number one to each other. And before this moment, before me and you getting married, like,
you would have said your mom all day.
My mom You know what I'm saying? You know how I feel about my mom,
Yeah,
baby.
I mean, you know me, I would say my
yeah,
dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you know how I feel about my mom, and it's like.
Of course, I get it when you're not getting married.
Yeah.
Like it's different because things are shifting. But alright, continue. I'm sorry.
And this is it's the shit. I'm like, okay. That finally put the thought in my head. I'm like, wow, like. I love this girl like my mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like, and that's a big deal to me. This is guys, this is, and for sons out there who had that relationship with their moms, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like that love you can't really explain that love is one of a kind, right? And the fact that me and you have built that kind of love where like now I gotta think about whether or not it rivals the love that I have for my mom. You know, that I feel like that's the kind of love that we're talking about here, and that brings me to the conversation with Robbie, and I brought this up. I'm like,
well, what did you say? You didn't know what to say.
No, I stood in the middle.
Oh, you stayed in the middle.
Yeah, I stood in the middle.
Oh, you still didn't pick me.
No, it's
okay, I get it.
But it comes to it's a realization. Hard. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was a realization thing for me, right? It was like, oh snap! Like I'm thinking about this, right? Like I want to say my mom, but I was like, but I want to be fully committed to this what, and I want to say Taylor, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like I'm talking to Robbie, and it's like, yo, like he's like, yo, you got a month left. This when it hit a month, right?
Okay, yeah.
He's oh, you're about to get married in 4 weeks, blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, it's crazy, like when we talked to the priest and stuff like that, we were telling basically the same conversation. Yeah. It's like, yo, like you gotta love your like the kind of love that I have for Taylor's rivals that on my mom's type stuff. I was like, and that's crazy because like you think about like our families, right? Like your mom and dad were in a similar situation. Like they loved their parents before they got together and made you, right? Like, and like everybody kind of starts off as strangers until they're not.
Right.
And families start with two strangers. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's that whole like idea of like
life,
marriage,
love.
Who you love the most starts with at one point somebody being a stranger to you, right? Like, and you building the most important foundation, and I would say in community, right, which is family. You building it with somebody that you met back in high school,
right?
You
it's not like we knew.
Yeah, like I've known you, babe, more than half my life now. That's such a beautiful statement to say, and I think like you saying that you know, we're the first among our friends and stuff like that made me think about it because I'm like wow, like I really hope and I really wish that they get to experience like what me and you have because I love you like my mom.
Right. Aww. That was cute.
I really do, babe.
Yeah.
I really do.
I know you do. We got a couple weeks and then we gonna be married.
I'm finna have a rock on this.
He's about to have not a rock.
I know, I'm about to have a ring on my finger right here, guys.
Yeah.
And she's about to have 2.
I'm about to have 2. Well, you guys stay tuned because we got the wedding coming up next. So thank you for watching.
Yes, sir.